Man, let's get into some boxing talk. This Friday we have Netflix. Jake Paul is doing a big thing right now. He set up a whole card of women's boxing. Salute to him, and it's going to be streaming on Netflix. I just wanted to get into the co-main event and the main event because these are fighters that I've actually seen fight as of recently, and I want to shed light on them. Not to knock the rest of the card, but I want to bring light that these two fights will sell you to actually watch on Netflix. Um, Excuse me for some of these names, man. It always get me, but Alicia the Baumgardner, she's 15-1-1 with 7 knockouts. She will be going against the undefeated Jennifer Miranda, 12-0 with 1 knockout. This is for the featherweight unification matchup. This fight will be going down Saturday. If you don't know Alicia, she's a solid boxer, man. She didn't beat pretty. I don't even remember who she lost to, so excuse me on that. But her name, I know they're trying to get her to fight Shields. Shields is way too big for her, but she had her slip up. They were trying to say that she test positive for some steroid, but come to find out that wasn't the case. So they're trying to tarnish her legacy already. But at her weight class at featherweight, she been doing her thing. So I love seeing her fight. I love seeing her do her thing, man. She got 7 knockouts out of 15 fights. That shows she got knockout power. As far as this co-main event, Jennifer Miranda, I don't really know too much about her. She's undefeated. I don't. When I looked at her resume, she hasn't really fought like no top tier people. That's very impressive. So I expect Alicia to win this matchup and unify these belts as super featherweight. So I'm going for Alicia to win this fight. The main event of the evening, man, gonna be a dog fight. If you haven't been seeing these fights, Katie Taylor will be going against Amanda Serrano. Katie Taylor is 24-1 with 6 knockouts. Amanda Serrano is 47-3-1 with 31 knockouts. This is for the undisputed super lightweight title. Taylor currently leads this rivalry 2-0. I know you can't call it a rivalry when it's 2-0, but if you watch these fights, I watched both of them so far. Both of them was close fights. The main thing that stood out was that Soriano was complaining about the headbutts, and Katie Taylor leads with her head a lot. When she feels like, because she got short arms, I think that if you let her get too close and y'all get the brawling, she's going to use her head. Not saying she's a dirty fighter. She's just a smart fighter. She's a dirty, that's what you call a dirty boxer. You try to get in a little too close and headbutts happen. It's boxing if y'all getting too close. I think this way, Amanda needs to use her jab. She needs to keep her from getting too close on her because she knows it's going to happen. If she gets too close, it's going to be a headbutt. It's going to mess up her vision. It's going to produce too much blood, and it could cost her the fight. I still believe Amanda won at least one of those fights. Honestly, I feel like Amanda won both fights. But when you get into a dog fight like that, things like that happen, man. But I think for Amanda's legacy, she has to win this fight. You can't go down 3-0 and continue fighting this woman. But I believe that this is the fight that she's going to win. I know she's been putting in hell of training. She deserves the win. Not taking anything from Katie Taylor. Not saying I want to see her lose, but I believe Amanda's the better fighter. She just has to keep her distant and not allow them headbutts. So that will be going down. This fight will be going down Friday night on Netflix. So make sure y'all tune in to that. Saturday night on DAZN, we have a solid card that I want to get into. And we're going to start it off with a fight I'm hoping it still happen. David Morrell, 11-1 with 9 knockouts versus Iman Katavi, 10-0 with 9 knockouts. Uh, his lone defeat was by decision. Morrell, that is. He just lost to David Benavidez, which was a solid fight. A lot of people were saying Morrell could have slightly won that fight because he was leading in the punches department, and he hurt Benavidez a couple times at 168. So it should be a good fight. I don't know too much about this Katavi guy. He's undefeated 10-0. I think they were saying that he just popped for steroids or something. So this fight can possibly be off, but I think Morrell was saying he still wants to fight this cat because he's been talking crazy and he swear that he's a better fighter than him. So I mean, when you got a fighter saying that, your career is at jeopardy because dudes on steroids hit a little bit harder. They feel like they got semen in their hands, and that gives them the leverage. But like I said, they don't always work out that way. So if I had to pick a winner for this fight, I'm going with David Morrell. I was very impressed with what he put up against David Benavidez because I got Benavidez as one of the top boxers out right now, and for him to go all the way to 12 rounds with him and to look impressive at times, look better than Benavidez. I gotta rock with him. He sold me as a fan, so I'm rocking with David Morrell to win that one. Again, excuse me for some of these names if I mess them up, man. For all the boxing fans out there. Next fight we get on the card is Cerebral Matisse. He's 22-2 with all 22 wins by knockout, 22 knockouts. Alberto Paleo is 24-0 with 10 knockouts. Let me see here. Matisse just lost a fight. He was calling out a lot of people. I think it's at 147. He was calling out a lot of people, or 147, 154, and he ended up taking a loss his last fight. But Alberto Palello just came off of a big, impressive win over one of the Russells, I want to say. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. This fight right here is really a toss up, man. It depends on what type of fighter you like. Both of them are aggressive. I always usually go for the guy with the most knockouts because that just tells me that he got more KO power. So I want to say Matisse, but he was talking crazy this last fight. I'm gonna rock with Alberto to win this one. So I'm gonna go with Alberto to remain undefeated and move on to 25-0. Next fight we got on this card is we got Shakur Stevenson, 23-0 with 11 knockouts versus William Zepeda, 33-0 with 27 knockouts. This is the type of fight that we've been wanting to see with Shakur Stevenson. This is actually a name somebody can fight. Not like nothing against Herring, but he's a little bit older. It was easier for Shakur to look better than him. The last guy Shakur fought was a plumber or some shit, like a contract plumber, which he held his own until he put him down. Well, I think with a body shot or something like that. But the problem with Stevens is most people don't like his fight style. I'm a boxing fan. I want to see boxing. I want to see punches landed. I don't really care too much about the defense. You know what? This is a barbarian fight. This is what boxers do. You don't run around the ring, backpedal the whole fight, and that's what a lot of people say with Stevens. He got little pillows for hands. Nothing against him, but I just don't like his fighting style. William Zepeda is a problem. If he puts pressure on Stevenson, he's going to hurt him. He is going to hurt him if he puts pressure on him. The only thing is, like I said, Zepeda is a high volume puncher. So the more punches he thrown, if he starts landing on Stevenson, I expect Stevenson to try to run. I know they had a running joke at late. They're gonna find a way to shrink the ring, but I just think that Zepeda he has the stamina to keep up with Stevenson if he continues to backpedal. That just tells me Stevenson's not going to be throwing too many punches. He's going to be looking not to get punched, which makes sense in boxing. But when it comes to these type of fights, man, whoever is more aggressive and landing the most punches is going to be declared the winner. So I know I'm not too big of a fan of Stevenson because he talked crazy about my boy Tank. I'm trying not to be biased, but I believe Zepeda is the type of fighter that can get Shakur up out of here. Not saying he knock him out, but I can see him outlanding him with punches and being the more aggressive, get the more power punches off. If that happens, Shakur will lose for the first time. Both of these, somebody old got to go at the end of the day. I'm going to say Zepeda wins this one, not by knockout, but I can see him being more aggressive and pulling off the win. And yeah, I can see him winning this fight, man. So I'm gonna go with Zepeda to win this one. He has an 82% KO rate. And then the main event on here, which I thought it would be the other way around, is Edgar Berlanga. He's 23-1 with 18 knockouts versus Hamza Shiraz, 21-0 with one draw. That draw, that last fight he just had, a lot of people were saying that he lost this fight. It was a draw. That's how it usually goes. Edgar Berlanga he just fought somebody. Like I said, he looked like he just worked at a bakery or some shit. Um, but before that, he fought Canelo. He went all 12 rounds. He was bragging about how he didn't get knocked out, but he did get dropped that fight. This fight right here, Hamza got 17 knockouts out of 21 wins. Um, um, this should be a great fight. It's going to be the main event. They've been popping smoke. They've been talking crazy back and forth. My thing is Edgar, um, is he focused? Because he recently just got into it with Oscar De La Hoya. His focus might not be there, and that could cost him a fight. Will this fight end in a knockout? I don't know. Berlanga has a 78 KO ratio knockout. Shiraz has a 81% KO rate knockout. I believe this will be a slugfest. If I had to pick a winner, I'm going to rock with Berlanga just because he went the distance with Canelo. So that's all I got for boxing, man. Please, please, please make sure y'all check into the women's boxing fight card tomorrow on Netflix. And then on Saturday, check out the DAZN card on pay-per-view in Queens, New York. So again, for this card, I got Morrell winning over Katavi. I got Alberto winning over Matisse. I got Zepeda pulling off the win over Shakur Stevenson. And I got Edgar Berlanga winning the main event and stopping Hamza possibly later on in the fight. I'll say about around 8 or 9. So that's all I got for boxing, man. Amanda Serrano, I got her winning, and I got Alicia winning for Friday night on Netflix. So make sure y'all tap in both nights. Like, share, and subscribe to the Mechee from the Midwest podcast, man. We got a great week of fights. Tomorrow night, I'll get into the UFC card. That's all I got for y'all today, man. Like, share, and subscribe to the Mechee from the Midwest podcast for your latest boxing updates. I'll get back in here next week, hopefully early in the week, and give y'all the results on those fights. Make sure y'all